before launching the final attack, our carpenters must complete construction on the wooden towers. I am well aware of your criticism, and I can well understand your impatience. But we must not sacrifice the last 10 years of war to gain an insecure victory.
Well, I can't argue with that, but none of us are getting any younger, and we all want to fulfill our promise and return to our homes.
I'm sure our women share that feeling.
I, for one, am growing tired of sitting and waiting. I don't care who we fight. I just want some action.
You'll get action only when Godfrey says so. We must comply with his orders.
Calm down, brothers. Calm down. You know I'm not a warrior, but instead a man of faith. I know God is watching over us. First, we must deserve God's help and protection by remaining united. And I must remind you that 10 years ago you swore allegiance with Godfrey, and now you must keep your word.
Instead of wasting words, let me prove to you with facts why we should wait. And now, if you'll come with me, you'll realize the size of the battle preparations. As you can see, our men are working day and night to complete the constructions. These towers must be ready for the battle when the reinforcements arrive.
The enemy will certainly be surprised when they see our soldiers jump out from the top of the towers, right over their walls.
Yes, in theory, it all sounds quite practical. But every day we delay, the enemy uses to strengthen their defenses. Lately, new forces have joined their army.
Yes, Argante's army arrived yesterday.
This is the reason why I'm so anxious to see Tancred arrive here with his men.
We've survived 10 years without him.
Calm down. We're not here to discuss our friend's skill at war. We must admit, though, that his army will be of great value to us, as his men are fresh and well equipped.
Camp here for the night.
It was about time. The men are very tired.
I know they are. This must be the last stop. Jerusalem is still far away, and we must not fail our friends that are counting on our assistance.
Yo, halt!
Princess, this is our last chance. Come, let us escape.
No, you wouldn't have a chance.
You two can stay here. I'm leaving.
Tell the soldiers to prepare my quarters.
Prepare the captain's quarters by the beach.
And bring me some fresh water. I'm thirsty.
Hey, one of them's getting away.
I hope he makes it.
Why did you let him try to escape? He was one of your men. You should have kept him alive.
He's much better off dead. A soldier's life isn't worth living when he's a prisoner.
And are those your feelings also?
Oh, no. He was a soldier, and I'm only a woman, and a woman's heart seldom longs for freedom.
I can well understand his feelings, but not your words. They're too subtle for me.
Here's the water. Thank you.
Have some. Aren't you thirsty?
Thank you.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Armenia, you're forgetting you're one of us, and Tancred is our enemy.
What do you mean?
I know I have no right to speak to you like this, but you must remember you're of noble birth, and your father died in his fight against Tancred. There's no time for thoughts of love.
You're mistaken. It's not love, but gratitude for his kindness to all of us. I'm only thankful.
You may be right, but love and gratitude ride the same horse, and you're too young to know the difference. I think you're in love with him, so care, for passion does to your heart what the wind does to the desert sands.
Hurry with the quarters. What is it?
We have stopped a caravan of Muslim merchants on the way to Jerusalem. They asked to spend the night here.
I want to talk with their leader. Are those the merchants?
Yes, down there.
Merchants, they could also be our soldiers trying to join the troops in Jerusalem.
All right, you can spend the night under our protection. Show them where to camp. But keep an eye on them. I don't want any surprises.
Let's go.
Hey. Are you also traveling with this caravan?
Yes. What's wrong with that?
Nothing, really, but you seldom meet a girl like you in the middle of the desert.
My whole life has been spent in the desert, roaming from one place to another.
This life wasn't meant for a woman, especially when there's a war. And this part of the desert is infested with thieves. If they ever caught up with your small band of merchants, I doubt if they would treat you with respect.
Since the war, I'm used to danger. There's nothing on earth I fear.
That girl is Clarinda, the daughter of the king of Persia.
I hope they don't recognize her.
She's risking a lot to join the troops in Jerusalem.
Your men are keeping an eye on us. Does it mean we're guests or captives like those over there?
Those are prisoners of war, yet they're treated with the kindness due them. But their freedom is not my problem, and it never will be. It depends entirely upon the decision of their leaders.
I don't understand.
It's very simple. I don't follow the enemy's rule of killing prisoners of war. I'd rather keep them as hostages and trade their freedom for the lives of my soldiers. But you shouldn't trouble your pretty head with matters of war. Instead, I'd be delighted if you would share my evening meal.
But I...
Good then. I'll wait for you in my quarters tonight.
What did he say?
He wants me as a guest at his table. I couldn't refuse the invitation. It might arouse suspicion.
What if somebody sees you? It could be very dangerous.
I'm willing to face the risk, to learn their battle plans. There's only one person here who knows me for what I really am. Armenia, the princess of Antioch. And she won't talk.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm not here looking for a favor. Instead, I learned something that could be very useful to you.
What is it?
Before I tell you, I want you to give me your word of honor as a nobleman and a crusader.
Is it really necessary?
Yes. Your word that the person I'm about to reveal to you will not be harmed.
If this person really means that much to you, I'll give you my word. Tell me.
Among the merchants who are your overnight guests in the encampment is a sworn enemy of yours.
Do you know him?
Yes. But it's not a him. Your enemy's a woman. And she is the leader of the largest band of cutthroats you'll ever face. She has taken the oath against all Christians.
Tell me her name.
Clarinda, the daughter of the king of Persia. And the beautiful girl you were speaking to.
I won't forget my promise. But I must remind you that my first duty is to the crusade and to my friends waiting outside Jerusalem. Tell me, why did you betray her secret? I would think she would be your friend.
She is my friend, but I felt I should warn you. For I wanted to repay you for your kindness toward me and the other prisoners. That's why I made you promise not to harm Clarinda, since she fights so bravely for the Muslim flag.
Yeah. Well, you've been honest, Armenia. Now you must promise you'll tell no one of Clarinda's being here. For if my officers find out, they'll not spare your friend's life. Thank you. Goodbye. Well, I see the beautiful lady has kept our date. Thank you.
I always keep my word, don't you?
Certainly, we who fight on our side of the crusade are known for that, especially when there's a woman involved. Please.
You know, you may be right.
I'm convinced you're the one. I don't have to wait to see you in battle dress to recognize you.
Just because you're inclined to listen to idle conversation, you see Clarinda in every female you meet.
It wasn't conversation that gave you away, but your actions. You're a born warrior.
If you're convinced that I'm really that woman, why don't you kill me?
Who knows? I don't feel that you're my enemy. And now that I've known you, I can't hate you. This might sound silly, but from the minute I saw you, my thoughts have not been on the war. Look, as you can see, I sent away the sentinels. You're free. You can stay or go, but don't go. War can wait.
You're a strange one for a soldier.
Why? Because my feelings are that of a man? With my armor on or off, I'm still a human being. Why don't you leave the fighting to the men of war? A woman with your talents is wasted in battle. You were born to help men live, not to make them die.
Mortals can't dictate their destiny. And it wasn't my choosing to be the only child blessed on the royal house of Persia. But as such, I have my duties. The crusade has placed us on opposite sides. And for this, I'm sorry. But personal feelings have no place in battle.
I hope we'll meet again. But far from thoughts of war.
You hope for the impossible, for that's the only way we'll meet. And when we do, steel will replace words. Then no power on earth will be able to save you.
In yourself you have great faith, but your strength does not measure up to mine. And knowing that, I hope our fate never brings us together in hand-to-hand fighting.
Power alone is not all that counts. Many times in battle, you need something else. Skill!
I regret that I haven't the proper words to convince you. And I honestly wish we had never met. For I'm sure I'll never be able to forget you.
I too shall never forget this evening. But please don't spoil everything, or I'll be forced to leave. And I should go now if I'm not your prisoner.
As I said, you're a guest.
I hope Allah and his prophets will help me forget your kindness.
Please wait. It's an act of respect among my people.
Goodbye and good luck.
Captain, you and your men will camp here and guard the road from the sea. I'm sorry I can't offer you any more protection from the enemy, but I'm sure your troops will be safe, for they will find it too difficult to maneuver their cavalry in this forest.
They're too busy preparing for our attack to be concerned about you, your men.
As you can see, we were waiting for your arrival before starting the final assault.
Don't be overconfident. My arrival won't make it any easier.
Ah, you're wrong. My confidence in you is so great that with you I would attack the very gates of hell.
Thanks. But you must realize that my men are tired. They will need a few days' rest after the long trek across the desert.
They can rest, but during the day they must help. There's still a lot of work to do.
There's no need for further discussion. Every hour that can be used for preparation now will be worth more when we attack.
I'm afraid I've come back with bad news from the Christians. I couldn't make Godfrey nor his counselors discuss, much less accept the terms of an armistice.
Forget it. I was expecting too much. But soon the time will come when they'll pay for their foolishness. For it's easier to fall down than climb up the walls of Jerusalem.
I'm with courteous words and the gift of this sword, but it wasn't meant as a present. It's an insult.
Blue steel blade. A perfect weapon.
You can hardly consider it an insult, Argante.
It will be when I return it. I can't wait for the day I'll dip it in Christian blood, and I hope it's soon.
What's that noise?
They're killing 2 more Christians.
What have they done to be burnt at the stake?
They stole a sacred painting from our temple to draw ill fate upon Jerusalem.
It was a Christian image we'd taken from them. You misunderstood their intentions. They're too young to know.
They pleaded guilty. The law says they must be punished.
Why did you choose to die with me when I offered my life to save yours and the other?
My choice was an easy one, since I couldn't have lived without you. Now we'll always be together for eternity.
Why are you concerned? 2 Christians are of no importance.
Can you give me one reason why we should spare them?
Killing the prisoners is not the only answer. Have you ever thought of using them to our advantage? In the enemy camp, there are hundreds of our brothers who were captured in battle. Why don't we get them released by trading them for the lives of a Christian still in Jerusalem?
We offered to negotiate a treaty, and they turned us down. How do you know they'll be willing to trade?
I'm positive they'll accept. And for the sake of somebody very dear to you, we'd better go through with it. For in the Christian camp is your niece Armida, among the prisoners.
My little niece. I thought she was killed in battle with her father.
She's alive. I saw her a few days ago. And I'm sure they would include her in an exchange of prisoners, for Tancred himself told me so.
Tell the captain to stop the execution.
Halt the execution! Set them free! That's Hanneran's order! Halt the execution! Set them free! That's Hanneran's order! That's Hanneran's order!
Besides, saving the life of a beautiful woman doesn't make Tancred a man of honor.
So? But I'm quite sure you would kill any woman who was your prisoner and who denied you her favors. Even if I were the woman in question.
You have been the woman. You refused to marry me, but I didn't kill you.
My father promised you my hand in marriage, and I shall keep his word only on the condition that the ceremony be done on free land. And the war for Jerusalem is far from over. You'll have to wait.
For the sake of our country, I'll respect your terms. But if I ever find out that you're putting me off for another man, you won't live to see him again. Those are my terms.
Aladdin has learned that Armida, the daughter of the king of Antioch, is in this camp among the other prisoners, and he proposes to trade her for the lives of your people.
This is the first time Aladdin has shown any decency since the beginning of the war. It doesn't sound like one of his ideas.
As a matter of fact, Clarinda suggested it to him.
Ah. This, you say, was one of Clarinda's ideas.
I'm waiting for your answer.
Tell Aladdin I have no objections. Please arrange the details with my officers. I'm leaving now to give Armenia the good news. I'll be back soon. I have some wonderful news for you. You can return to your people. You're free to go.
Free to go?
Yes. And it was Clarinda who suggested the exchange for Christian prisoners. Armenia. I thought this news would make you happy, and you look heartbroken. Why?
Nothing.
Don't cry, Armenia. Dry your eyes and smile. In a few hours, you'll see your relatives and friends again.
Whenever there's a great love, there's always an eternal triangle. And of this, only 2 can be the winners, and I'm not one.
What are you talking about? I don't understand you.
I know it's not your fault, and I should hate you, but I can't. fate has brought you two together. And though he hasn't said it, he loves you, can't you see? And I'm in love with him. And if you hadn't come along, I would have had him for my own.
What you're saying is a lot of nonsense.
I swear it's the truth. For he asked me to give you a message before I left his camp.
What did he really say?
I forgot his their meaning. He wants you to know that if he lives through the war, he'll come and take you away with him when he goes home.
Forgive me, Princess. Argante is asking to be announced.
Bring him in here. It's best you leave us alone together. I'll talk to you later.
On my way in, I overheard the last of your conversation. I was shocked to learn that you regard your fighting days with such an intense dislike. I always thought you were as proud of your deeds in battle as I am of mine, like any worthy fighter.
Perhaps it hasn't happened yet. But someday even you will grow tired of all this fighting.
If it distresses you so much, why do you persist in following the army? You know, I love you, Clarinda. I want to marry you.
Please, not again. There cannot be anything but friendship between us. We've discussed it once and nothing has changed for either of us. Maybe in time. But now...
Yes or no, for I won't have for a wife a woman that doesn't love me, who despises me.
I don't love you, Argante, but that doesn't mean that I despise you.
It makes no difference. You've changed a lot since last I saw you. I'm beginning to think that these new feelings of yours come from your recent talks with the Christians.
Your suspicions are unfounded. And I'll prove it to you when we meet them in the battlefield.
You will soon have the opportunity. For today, Aladdin agreed to let me attack the Christian camp with a handful of our best soldiers. If you like, you are welcome to join us.
Do you hope I'll refuse?
Not necessarily. I imagine you have heard about the prophecy which states that Jerusalem will fall when a golden cross appears on the walls. And the people have identified that cross with the one Ronaldo has on his coat of arms. And with you helping me, we can rid them of the superstition by breaking into their camp and killing Ronaldo.
What's your plan?
In the early hours of the dawn, we'll sneak out of town by the Jaffa Road and enter Ronaldo's camp from the rear. We'll launch the attack on his tent, and he'll be dead before they can sound the alert.
I drink to the woman who has bewitched you. What's her name? I'm your friend, tell me.
Let's call it a night. I'm to sleep.
I can't see leaving all this good wine here.
Ronaldo, your soldiers are being attacked in their camp. Argante and Clorinda have succeeded in getting by your guard.
What did you say? That's
Everyone
impossible.
is confused by the surprise. Only Dodon is trying to fight them off.
Let's go.
I won't tell.
Let me have it. I like killing Christians.
This one won't die so easily.
You'll learn to fear the name of Argante.
I know your name, but I don't fear you, blackguard.
Ha! Ha! I'll spare your life if you tell me where Ronaldo is hiding.
My life for Ronaldo's never.
You've seen this before? It was given to me by one of your leaders. Now you can be the first to get it back, inch by inch.
Ronaldo isn't to be found. Let's go back.
Ronaldo! 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 Ronaldo!
All right.
Horses!
Come on. Get your men and back to the city.
Send your men to cut up the forest road, then go on to the camp. You follow me.
Listen to me. We'll have to scatter and run. I'll meet you in the city.
On your feet. Clorinda.
Tancred.
Throw away your weapon.
Keep away. Rather than becoming your prisoner, I would... Keep away from me. If you take another step... Let me go. What do you want in exchange for my freedom?
Only one thing. That is your word you'll leave the fighting to the warriors and stop endangering your life.
It's my life, and I'll do with it what I want. And if this is why you're keeping me here, I'd like to leave.
Come in here. Out of all the others, I had to ask her to bring
I know what you asked her to do. And she did it not for me, but because she loves you. She's unhappy because she thinks I stand between you and her love.
I'm sorry for her sake, but that doesn't change my feelings for you. Can't you see that I love you? For me, you are the only woman in the world.
It mustn't be.
I love you. I'll wait for you. I swear that somehow I'll find a way.
It's no use trying. Farewell.
Dudone, I swear I won't let your killer go unpunished. Godfrey, why in the devil didn't you send more men after those murderers?
By the time we were ready, they were safely behind the walls.
Then, by God, we'll go after them. They've killed our friend Dudone. Why don't we avenge him?
Quiet down. Don't you think we are just as grieved as you about his death?
I bet their attack on our camp was done only to spite us. So if we don't attack them today, they will have the right to call us cowards.
Wisdom was never called cowardice.
No, but this time it is used as an excuse.
You'd better watch your temper. A fight amongst us would please no one but the enemy. I'm sure this was the reason for their raid, and we cannot make mistakes.
What do you mean?
They want to provoke our reaction and force us to attack before we are ready. Understand?
I don't want to understand, and I'm fed up with your wisdom. Where that dog hid himself. He didn't even have the courage to attack us and defend his camp and his men.
In any event, even if Ronaldo has not been killed, the death of Dudone has been far more useful than you may think.
What possible use could his death be to us?
Of much use, because it served to sow the seed of discord among the others for his succession. Our spies have also reported to me that Godfrey was forced to use all his authority to prevent his men from attempting to avenge his death. with a hasty attack upon our city.
What I wouldn't give if he had failed.
Yes, but again the wisdom of Godfrey has gained the upper hand. So now for this, too, there is discord between the two chiefs. And this discord can be more useful to us than just a victoriously fought battle, if we know how to profit by it.
How can we? How can we?
I think you know Armida, the daughter of the ruler of Damascus. I believe she has all the necessary qualities to exploit this situation.
I have the most profound respect for the intelligence and, above all, for the great beauty of the lovely Armida. But I doubt that these gifts can be much help in overcoming our enemies.
If you talk like this, I will doubt your intelligence. Has it never occurred to you that the art of feminine seduction is certainly of equal and possibly more value than the arts of war?
I know women in war are only useful when they know how to fight like her.
Unfortunately, I don't know how to use a sword, as she does. But I am perfectly capable of engaging an enemy warrior with my own weapons. Now, this is what I propose to you. I will take care of Ronaldo.
How? With your languid glances? Or perhaps with a dance of the 7 veils?
I shall go alone into the enemy camp and under an assumed name. I'll tell them that I hate Aladdin because he has persecuted me and my people. We cannot resort to means like this. It's unfair.
Armida is not a warrior. As to loyalty, I'm afraid it doesn't interest her much.
And you know what will happen to you? Ronaldo will fall into your arms, and when he discovers you're a spy, he'll have you killed.
You can be certain that Ronaldo's golden standard will never appear upon the walls of our beloved city.
Here.
Now, Willie.
They've been arguing for an hour and they still haven't reached an agreement.
I'll bet everything I've got that Ronaldo will take over the leadership of Dudoni's army.
Sure. All the warriors would be glad to give their lives for him. And Gianna will be against it. You'll see I'm right.
Am I dreaming? That looks like a woman.
It is a woman. She must be a new prisoner.
Well, she's not so bad for one of the natives.
I hope the natives are friendly. She's headed straight for the captain's tent.
I refuse to discuss it any longer. The majority will decide.
You know perfectly well that it's only a formality. You may consider yourself elected. But before you proceed with the election, you must all weigh carefully the motives for my opposition.
Ronaldo, a Muslim woman has been captured lurking about the camp. She says she must speak to you.
She'll have to wait.
She will not wait. Bring her in.
We can't waste valuable time listening to the idle gossip of some spy.
I give the orders here. Please come in.
Forgive me. Which of you is Ronaldo?
I am. What do you want?
I can't say. What I have to tell you is secret. I fear my life is in danger.
Leave us alone, I beg of you.
We can't postpone the election. We must come to a...
You said I should consider myself elected. Then it's useless to go on arguing.
But my long experience...
I know what you're trying to say. After I'm elected, I'll listen to your advice.
Come away. This is not the moment for you to start quarreling.
Now you can speak.
Thank you. I don't know you, but what I've come to tell you is a very painful story. I must be sure that I have your complete trust.
Sit down, please. Tell me calmly. You're safe here.
I've come here to you because your great generosity is well known, even amongst us. I know that what I must ask of you is too much, but...
What are you doing? I'm here to help you, if I can. What is it you want?
I hope you believe me. I'm the daughter of the ruler of Damascus. After my father's death, I turned to the faith of your country. To your faith.
And then?
Changing my religion brought down upon me the hatred and persecution of my uncle, the man who took possession of all my father's property. The people of Damascus hate my uncle. If you will come to our help, you will be received as liberators. And then you could count upon my people to aid you in your fight against Aladdin. We are strong and in great numbers.
We cannot refuse to go to their aid. Besides, it offers an alliance which would be useful to our army.
I'm sorry. At this moment, I cannot spare a single soldier from the camp.
I understand. But for me, it's the end.
You must not despair. I hope the war will soon be brought to an end.
When the enemy city is ours, not one of us will refuse to put his sword at the service of a just and righteous cause.
You call yourselves chivalrous knights, but you have no sense of humanity.
Ronaldo! I won't allow you to speak to me like that.
I don't need your permission to say what I think. You're all completely lacking in human charity and comprehension.
You speak without thinking. However, this woman cannot stay here.
From now on, she's under my protection. My encampment is large, and I can easily find quarters for her.
Thank you. But I don't want you to begin quarreling with your friends because of me. I will face my destiny alone.
You're going with me. You've suffered too much. Let's go.
Why must we put up with Ronaldo's defiance any longer? You must intervene. You have the authority.
Ronaldo is always impulsive. I still prefer to try persuasion instead of authority.
Hey, look. Then we can still hope she'll stay with us.
Ah, you're crazy. She wouldn't look at you.
Didn't you know that in my country they used to call me the lady killer? I swear it.
You shouldn't live so long.
You're far too generous. I can't accept this, and you're captain.
I have no captains, and since the death of Dudoni, no one can give me orders. You'll stay here.
You're the kindest, bravest man I've ever known.
I have done no more than my duty.
I hope that someday I shall be able to express my gratitude. But I must not remain here. Godfrey was right in what he said. A woman cannot stay alone among all these soldiers.
No one will dare to touch you. You'll stay here in my tent, and I swear to you that anyone who tries to come in here will pay dearly for it.
But this way you'll have everyone against you. Why did you do it? If your generous act should make you lose the support of the other leaders, I could never...
No one will oppose my nomination.
Perhaps before my arrival. But now you've pitted yourself against Godfrey, and he could easily elect someone else.
He wouldn't have the courage.
Listen. You must send that woman away. You can't set yourself against Godfrey for her.
You get out of here. I'm sick of hearing advice. I don't even take orders from Godfrey, much less from you.
To command requires more than mere bravery. It calls for prudence. If that woman remains here, I'll use all my power to oppose your election.
You see, it's happening exactly as I told you. They will elect another knight in your place.
Who? Gernando? It's time you see what happens to whoever dares defy me.
You're a hypocrite! Say openly that you want the command!
I've said what I think. I'll never serve under a madman, and you're mad if you continue to act like this.
Take back what you said. Otherwise, I'll...
Otherwise what? Surely you don't think your threats frighten me?
The fault of that woman. Get rid of her. And you, what are you looking at? Take him away.
Why did you do that? It's all my fault.
If I hadn't killed him, he would have certainly killed me. It's not your fault.
No. I'll be your ruin, Ronaldo. Oh, it's impossible. I must get away from here.
Leave? You can't mean that. Don't you understand that for you I'd sacrifice even Godfrey's life?
Ronaldo, the council has decided to punish you. And as yet they know nothing of Gernando's death.
But he insulted me.
I don't know what's happened to change you. But take the advice and warning of a brother. Go away now before it's too late.
You want me to flee?
You have no other choice.
You don't deserve the punishment. But you can't avoid it if you remain here. We must leave immediately. You'll be safe with me.
Hurry, Bruce. Quick, get my horse and prepare my baggage. We'll need an escort. Assemble 30 of my best soldiers and meet me at the Fern Grotto.
Right. Ronaldo's gone. When I went to look for him, he was not to be found in his tent. He must be captured.
It's better to let him go. Then we'll avoid arousing discontent in camp.
very idea of fighting gives me a shudder of distaste. I cannot forget that the enemy has always treated us honorably. And among them there are men who are noble, generous, who are worthy of all our admiration.
Tancred?
Yes. Yes. Tancred, too. Twice he could have killed me, and both times he spared my life.
You said twice. Have you met him again?
Yes.
Where?
During the assault on the enemy camp. He followed me and we fought. I was disarmed. That his love can never be returned.
No, it's not true. You don't want to confess it, but you're in love with him, too.
That's exactly what I heard her say. I tell you this so you'll know what her real feelings are.
I've always imagined it was so. Someday she'll pay dearly for it. How glad I am to find you. It saves me the trouble of sending an escort for you.
How dare you speak to me in that tone? I'm not your slave.
You soon may be, after I've revealed to your uncle all I know.
What is that? I have nothing to hide.
No? Then I gather your secret meetings with the enemy are a part of your clever strategy for winning the war.
I've had no secret meetings with Tancred. He disarmed me in a duel and then spared my life when he could have killed me.
And you paid your debt of gratitude, naturally. We'll go together to Aladdin, as I'd like to put an end to this little story. In order to assure victory, it's necessary to rid ourselves of one particular person. I request to be allowed to meet Tancred in single combat. If I can only get him to fight, I'll kill him. I'm sure of it. And once we are rid of him, it'll be an easy task to drive the enemy back into the sea.
A decisive blow to the opposition, but it would be to our side if Tancred were... No, you need not fear. You can put your trust in Tancred's skillful sword.
Let's hope so.
Let them stop!
The two warriors have fought with courage and great skill. Therefore, I call the duel a draw. There is neither winner nor loser. If the combatants disagree, the duel will be continued tomorrow.
Why don't you admit it? You don't want to help me to reach Tancred.
Clorinda, Argante wishes your presence.
In a minute. Very well, Arminia. Try to calm yourself. And wait for me here.
I'm sorry, Clarinda. I was not able to keep my promise. I wanted to make you a present of Tancred's head, but I'll do it tomorrow.
Never sell the lion's skin until after you've killed it.
I only wanted to bring you a wedding gift.
If you sent for me to tell me this, you could have saved yourself the trouble.
Don't go away. I need you here. This dog of a physician is murdering me.
Go. I'll do it.
That's Clarinda. She's crazy going out alone like that at night.
Open the gate!
If the enemy discovers her, her life won't be worth a groat.
Who goes there? Look, it's her! Sound the alarm!
What's going on?
They're sounding the alarm. They must have found her.
We shouldn't have let her through the gate.
What do we do? Maybe we ought to send her some help.
It's better to warn the chiefs. Let them decide. Clarinda went outside the city. She seems to have been captured.
But what are you talking about?
Oh! She was wearing your cloak. I could have sworn it was you.
I'm sure it was Arminia. She wanted to go into the enemy's camp. She must have put on my cape. Let's hope they haven't killed her.
her helmet. She must be close by. You keep on searching for her near the stream. I'll go and report to the captain.
You're right. It is her helmet.
We found it by the stream in the mud. I think she's been wounded. She couldn't have gone far.
Get my horse ready. I'll help look for her.
One moment. It might be a snare to draw us into a trap.
She's too important a prize to be allowed to slip away from us. Move quickly. Have you found her?
No, we haven't.
Go back to the camp. And if you capture her on the way, bring her to me.
Omar, come here and bring your tent.
Hey, you!
Come here to me.
Wait! Have you seen anyone pass this way?
No, I haven't. Come on.
Hey, wait a minute. Come here. What are you running from?
I'm not running from anything.
Mama, why don't you tell him about...
Be quiet, you. Now run back home.
Just a minute. What did your boy want to tell me?
If someone saw me talking to you, it would mean the death of me and my child.
If you know something, speak. You won't be harmed.
Over yonder in my hut lies a soldier from the same camp as you. He's very badly wounded. I took pity on him, and now I'm in danger. Oh, please take him away.
Where is he?
Not very far from here. I'll take you there if you wish.
Let's go.
Forgive me, Princess. I wanted to speak to you privately because what I have to tell you is of the utmost importance.
Out with it and stop wasting time.
But news like mine is worth gold, lots of gold.
You will be well paid if your news is worth it. Come, speak up.
It's about one of the enemy captains. I knew a way that you could take him prisoner without risking a single man.
Which one?
Tancred.
Tancred? Take this. Tell me where he is.
You remember me? I'm Tancred. Ronaldo is my friend. Tell me what has happened.
Armida. She...
What is it? What about Armida?
Armida. She led us into a trap. Dead everywhere. Prisoners. Must hurry. Hurry.
Why then, that woman was a spy. Where's your captain? Where is he?
Leave him in peace. Can't you see he's dead?
If what you tell me is true, then why didn't you give yourself up immediately?
I told you. I was afraid, and so I ran from them. If your soldiers had killed me, my only regret would have been to die before joining your people.
But good fortune has spared you and brought you here amongst us. I promise you shall have your desire and shall find refuge with friends of mine who are shepherds living down near the stream.
Clarinda! I found you. I've been searching for you all night. What were you doing last night in our encampment?
But it wasn't I. Erminia put on my cloak and ran away to come to you.
Armenia? And what about you? Why are you here? But what's the matter?
I don't know. I feel so many strange emotions that I never felt before that I can't explain. Oh, why did we have to meet?
Clarinda.
I must have been mad to come and look for you. I must go back. I don't want Armida's men to see me. It's dangerous for me and for you. Armida is holding him prisoner. Who knows, perhaps death would have been better for him.
Tell me where he is. I must set him free.
It's impossible. If Armida felt herself threatened, it would only serve to hasten Ronaldo's death.
Armida won't suspect a thing if I go alone.
Alone?
You'd do the same if he were your friend.
You will find the palace of Armida in the valley of Cayenne. It is a day's ride from here. To enter, take this with you. Then they will think you're my personal escort. Good luck.
Goodbye.
If you consider Tancred an esteemed warrior, worthy to be your opponent in this duel, you will be willing to accept what I ask in the name of Godfrey, the leader of our army, to postpone the encounter for 24 hours.
And what must we wait for? Till he's no longer afraid? Huh? Look at them, these valiant warriors who are invading our land. They come bleating like frightened sheep to try and save the skin of their noble hero.
There is more than one of our warriors who could silence that snake with an insolent tongue. I stand ready to cross swords with you at any time or place.
I never fight with graybeards.
You scoundrel. I'll teach you not to insult me in such a manner.
Put up your swords. What are you doing? I'm not the one that needs any help from you.
Such obvious provocation makes it clear that no other solution is possible but war between our armies. Let's go.
It was your fault entirely. You should have agreed to accept the duel. Your defiance has made impossible any agreement we might have made with the enemy.
Trick destiny has played on me. I've fallen into my own trap, and now I'm in love with him.
If you have the strength to wait a little, you'll see that Ronaldo...
I offered him everything. My palace, myself, the lives of all of his men. But he continues to resist. Why does he choose to rot away in prison rather than surrender to me?
When all of his men have abandoned him completely, perhaps then...
I will not wait any longer. Bring Ronaldo here to me at once.
So you think I should surrender to that witch to save our skins? You poor idiots. If I, too, were to fall into her arms, I would meet the same fate as those traitors. Can't you see that?
Calm down. No one is reproaching you. Even if there's no possible way of saving ourselves, we will never abandon you.
I have waited too long for your decision. Don't try my patience any further.
I repeat what I said yesterday. If I had imagined you were so full of evil, I would have strangled you with my bare hands.
You may accuse me of whatever you like, but I act as I do because of how I feel. I would never tolerate your ridiculous actions if I were not in love with you.
How can you dare speak of love, you who are made of hatred and cruelty and viciousness?
Let him be. It is you who are cruel to continue your resistance. This will mean the death of your companions. Come.
What kind of plot is it this time?
I've already warned you. Every time you refuse, it will mean the death of one of your companions in arms.
Roberto. You murderess!
The fault is yours. I gave you warning. However, there's still time for you to save the others. Remember that.
I remember only your bloodthirsty acts.
I know the perfect way to make you forget everything, whenever you wish.
I'm a messenger from Clarinda. I must speak to one of the enemy prisoners at once.
But I don't know...
Hurry, show me the way. Go ahead.
This is a messenger from Clarinda. He wants to question one of the enemy prisoners.
He'll have to ask permission from Armida.
Where's Ronaldo? Where is he?
They've got him in there.
Hide yourselves!
Tancredi!
I'll explain later. Follow me!
Here comes some more!
Where are you going?
Let me pass. Forgive me. The prisoners have been freed, and they've taken possession of the jailer's weapons. It's impossible to hold them.
How did it happen?
I don't know. The two jailers on duty were both killed.
Don't go down there, they'll kill you. Don't go down there, they'll kill you.
Stop! You've won. All I ask is that you kill me. Life without you is torture. Death would bring peace.
No. It's better that you should live to repent of all the evil you have done. I could have loved you, but it was you who prevented me.
Ronaldo,
Order your soldiers to let us through the gate.
you may go. No one will try to stop you.
Starvation and sickness are destroying the armies of our enemy. Their best warriors have abandoned the camp and are missing from muster. I'm certain they won't be able to resist much longer. So now is the time to provoke them into battle.
It's useless. They will never attack. Godfrey's strategy is one of caution. There is no doubt he's waiting for the return of his men.
Even if they return, they won't be able to change the fate of their armies.
Assault towers? But the assault towers could change things considerably.
Are you sure?
When I heard that Godfrey was building towers in preparation for an assault upon the walls of our capital, I feared that the use of these new weapons might be decisive.
But Godfrey would not dare make an assault upon the walls in his present condition. His soldiers would never follow him.
You forget that they fight for a cause to which they're dedicated. They would all willingly die if their leader commands it.
And have you heard when they will attack?
If the information given by our spies is correct, the towers are to be moved up the walls this very night, and the attack will start tomorrow at dawn.
Are you ready? Forward! Look out! Careful! Forward! Forward!
maid told me that you couldn't sleep, and that you would receive me. Why are you still up at this hour?
I don't know. I'm not able to sleep tonight. I keep thinking that after tomorrow I might never see the sky again, or the stars, or this lovely moon.
What are you talking about? To think of such things the night before a fight might even
make me afraid? You needn't worry. I was never afraid of dying, or I couldn't have led the kind of life I have up to now.
I wouldn't love you as I do if I were not sure of your bravery and your valor.
Thank you. I'm glad that you don't doubt my courage. But courage cannot change our destiny.
Don't worry. Tomorrow we'll come back victorious as always. You'll see. There won't be an assault with the towers, for I was able to convince our leader that I should destroy them this very night. Your orders are to move out in groups of 2. One of you will kill the sentinel, and the other will spread rosin thoroughly over the tower. As soon as everything is ready, you will give us the signal. Understand?
Come on, it's time to go.
And you? Stand by with your lighted torches. When you get the signal, run along the line and fire the towers. Your torches, then come back inside the gates at once. The burning towers will give the alarm to the enemy camp. Open the gates! Forward! Act quickly! As soon as you've set the fires, get back in here. Now go.
Help! Help! They're trying to burn down the towers!
Give the alarm!
To arms! Run to the towers! To the towers! Forward! Put out the fires! The towers must be saved! Hurry! Save the towers! Hurry!
They've cut off our main line of retreat. Send out your reinforcements at once. Right away.
We have stopped the destruction of the towers. Now it's time to prepare the attack.
Everything is ready for the battle. We are only waiting for your orders.
This is the moment. May fortune smile upon us. We must act quickly. I'll take command.
One moment. We cannot risk your life. There are others more fit for this job. Leave to them the great honor of leading our army to the assault.
Forgive me. I know I was wrong. I'll make it up to you in battle.
Do not ask pardon of me. You're forgiven.
Go forth and fight. Lead our army to victory.
You are in time to take part in our assault upon the walls of the city. And your presence will give us the victory.
Let's go.
Forward! To the wall! To the wall! To the wall! We have come to the day of victory! No army on earth can stop us now! Forward!
Down with the enemy! With our swords in hand, we'll overrun the city! Forward! Forward!
See that? No doubt about it. They're going to try to scale the walls.
We'll give them the reception they deserve.
Look, we can't afford to wait any longer. We must prevent at any cost the approach of the towers to the walls.
I've warned our men, and we're ready for the counterattack.
Go.
Hurry! Shove the towers closer to the walls! Hurry! Bring forward the scaling ladders!
Surrender, if you want to save your life.
sweeter thing could I have hoped for than to die in your arms.
No, I'll save you. Life cannot be so cruel.
No, you mustn't talk like that. It was you who taught me that life could be kind. Now I can tell you that I've loved you always. How strange it is that death, who never noticed me before, now beckons me.
Don't say that. You can't die now, for life would be empty without you.
Oh, please. There is so little time left. I want you to baptize me. Do me this last kindness. And then I can die in peace.
Where's Clarinda?
The heavens have opened to receive my spirit. May you be happy, as my heart is happy at this moment.
No, Clarinda, no.
Tancred! So it's here you're hiding out to escape the coward's death you deserve.
Your words fall on deaf ears, for my heart is filled with great sorrow. Clarinda is dead.
What's that? You killed her. And for that, you should die!
Put down your sword. We mustn't fight each other here.
My sword longs to taste a murderer's blood.
Listen to me. She wanted hatred to cease. That was her last wish. Respect it.
That's a lie. Clorinda hated you invaders. You're lying, you coward.
You recognize this? It's Clarinda's sword. You forced me to turn it against one of her own people for the first time.
And it'll be the last.
Run for your lives!
There's Tancred's horse.
He can't be very far away.
Hurry, he must be found.
Look, here's his helmet.
Dear heaven, I pray he's still alive.
Over here! Hurry!
He's still breathing, but he must have lost a great amount of blood. Thank heaven there's hope.
Your wisdom and the power of your arms have given you the victory. Our city and all its people are now in your hands.
We have found in you and your soldiers worthy and honorable opponents. Go in peace, Haladin. You are free. You can go away with all your people. I and my followers did not invade your homeland in search of conquest and riches. We marched away to battle for a great ideal, and heaven has rewarded us magnificently by giving us this glorious victory.